Thank you so much, ADHD EMT. You had sent this comment and it says, what if you can't increase your income or cut anything else? My son is on SSI because as a single mom, I can't afford his medical expenses on my own. They count my income, and if I gross more than, they count my income, and if I gross more than $1,700 a month, they cut off his insurance. So I've seen clients where they have disability, and I do understand that if you make more than a certain amount, which is in this case very low, over $1,700 a month, they're going to cut off not only the insurance but the payments that they're giving you. So I know that we're in different times right now where the big beautiful bill was just passed, and so there are going to be some major cuts to Medicare and disability and things like that next year, no matter what. So what does that mean? That means that you have 5 to 6 months to prepare. Let's say that you get to stay on that insurance. Okay, that's fine. And you can choose to stay within those certain means and regulations of making money. However, what I would say would be my recommendation for you is to go make money. Make way more than $1,700 a month. Get money either from working a job where they would give you health insurance benefits as a benefit. So working a full-time job that has health insurance as a great benefit to you, that will pay you more than enough to take care of your family, so that you can start having that margin and some breathing room in your budget, so that you can start building wealth God's way. The other thing to do is, if you say, okay, my child is special needs, it's more than ADHD. I'm thinking ADHD because it says ADHD EMT, but you did not specify your child's disability. So with your child, if there's some really like big special needs where it's like, I need to be hands-on, I need to be here with my baby, or I can't send them to school yet, there may not be school age, I don't have that information right. So, if you have a child that's not able to go to school yet, then you may need to, wait before getting a full-time job somewhere. Or if you have someone that is just, that they need you hands-on, like, they need their mama hands-on. You can't afford to go somewhere else. You don't have anywhere that you can send them for free or very low cost. And so, and even if you could, you don't trust them with your baby, right? So if you're in that situation where they're not school age yet and don't have a school that they can go to, so that you can at least work full-time during their school hours, or have any help in that way, but usually there is school or like a day center. But if that is not an option, then it's time for you to start a business. What is something that you're great at that you can start doing and be able to bring in extra income? The great thing about that is nobody knows about that income until you file it on your taxes. So that gives you time. So if you're making $3,000 a month in your business, usually it takes a long time to get where you need to in business. So you may only make $500 here, $1,000 there at first. So it'll be fine. And at a time when you get to $3,000, $2,000, well over that $1,700 a month, it'll be okay because you've already replaced that income. Now you just need to make sure you get proper insurance. And usually the marketplace will be a great place to look. But I understand this big beautiful bill, we don't know how much it's going to affect healthcare, because they're really gutting a lot of the subsidies that the government gives for health insurance purposes starting in 2026. But I would say if you can make a killing with doing things inside of your own business, it gives you, one, the time, because you do need to report it next year and report all of it, but you have until next year to report it on the tax return. So you have until April 15th to make a ton of money. And guess what? If it doesn't make any money, then it doesn't matter. You're still going to report it. You're going to report all your expenses and everything, but it's not going to kick you off of your SSI. I have clients that have businesses that they've been working, and because the businesses are not profitable enough yet, they still get their SSI checks and while they're doing their businesses. So it is possible for you to start a business and utilize that to help you to have more income, and until you can get to a place where you can do more than just that, or you can have more hours to dedicate. But this is something that you can build around your life. So what is something that you're already great at that you can build around your life, with your son or your daughter and be able to take care of them properly while also making a living, so that you can start building wealth and not just surviving. So that is my 2 cents. If you have any comments or any financial situations where you want me to be able to make a video for you telling you how to walk through this, or for it to be on our podcast 1322 Life, please write in your thorn letters. Go to 1322life.com or just comment below. If we find your comment on one of our social media platforms, we may just be able to make a video for you to let you know how you should be able to build wealth God's way, with what you have, starting with what you have. All right. Thank you guys. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope that this has helped you.